A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Raheem. Atiullah atiya Rasul wa ulul amri minkum, and always a reminder for myself, ana abdukal ajizud da'if miskeen wa zalim wa jahal. But for the grace of Allah that we're still in existence, alhamdulillah, that Allah granted us the entry into the holy month of Qi'dah and its immense realities, the reality of 11, the reality of La ilaha illallah Muhammadan Rasulullah, the reality of the Zulfiqar, and alhamdulillah it's a blessed month with immense realities. And as much as we try to reach a state of nothingness, with the zalzala coming on the month of 11 to shake and to crush, and that which is inside to come out, and the hopes and prayers of people, if what's inside is good to come out, and if what's inside is bad should come out, then that is a stage for one to be self-aware, and the immense realities of tafakkur and contemplation that Allah gives us an opportunity within dunya to clean ourselves and rid ourselves of ourselves, to reach to a blessed heavenly station with the immensity of the love of Sayyidina Muhammad, and knowing that we cannot reach any reality by our actions and our doings. And the only action that we can do that is free from judgment and has immense power and immense realities, and it's an immense atomic reality in the world of light, is the love of the Divine, ishq and muhabbat of the Divine. And awliyaullah come to teach us that if you love Allah then follow Sayyidina Muhammad, that which is an example of goodness, of kindness, of the khushbu and beatific fragrance of Allah's Divinely Presence and Divinely Lights. It's all in the reality of Muhammadan Rasulullah. So this is the immense love story of creation, that if we truly love Allah then Allah is guiding our heart, then love. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments, and please share the stream, every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And be with and keep the company of Muhammadan Rasulullah, for he exhibits all the good characteristics, all the Divinely laws, everything that Allah deems to be beatific and describes to him, "You are khuluqul azim, you are of a magnificent character." Allah knowing what He has bestowed upon the reality of Prophet, and our life's treasure hunt was to find that reality, not to find ourselves and think that we're a treasure, and to explore ourselves in the sense of everything we're trying to know about ourselves and the treasure of our reality. But our life was to say that I'm not important, and that I'm nothing, and that I'm but a drop in this world, and I wish to enter and return back to the Divinely oceans and the Divinely oceans of Allah's rahmah and grace. As a result of returning back to that ocean, then the pursuit is in that which Allah loves, in the reality of Muhammadan Rasulullah. And this opens for us the reality of 11, that if we want to reach to La ilaha illallah, then we must approach the door of Muhammadan Rasulullah. And this is the immensity of that ocean. This is why then the next month is Hajj. And we recommend that people to read the book from the realities of Hajj, that it's not so much only about performing Hajj but the pilgrimage, its apex is entering into the realities of Hajj. That when we're going for Hajj and we're going through the gestures of Hajj, what do they symbolize? And what's the reality of that? That we describe so many times and reminder always for myself that when we're circumambulating the Kaaba, when we're going back and forth of Safa Marwa, when we're doing all of the beatific rituals of Hajj, what is the deep reality in relationship to Muhammadan Rasulullah, where Allah is giving to us, I'm a hidden treasure. So it means then those whom seek a external life, they believe that it's just obvious. We go to Mecca and we draw near to Allah. And the reality is, no, Allah's a hidden treasure and wants to know that the Hujjaj and the people whom are coming, because every year we make intention in Muharram that, Ya Rabbi, that we're taking a pilgrimage to be from Hujjaj and those whom are making the Hajj of haqqaiqs, and that we want to drink from the fountain of Kawthar. The 12th month times the power of 9 and the gates that they're moving is that they're entering in from Surat al-Yusuf all the way up to the 108th surah, Surat al-Kawthar. That this beatific journey and this beatific dress of Sayyidina Yusuf is the dress of the people of chivalry and futuwah, that they enter into the gate of awliyaullah and their 12th month is the reality of the Kawthar, and that Allah to dress us from its immensities and its blessings. So when they enter into the reality of Kaaba, they understand that this has to do with Muhammadan Rasulullah, and that Allah is a hidden treasure, and that has to do with the Lam and the Alif and the secret of the Zulfiqar, which is the Lam Jalala, Basirat Lam Jalala. So every reality is not so obvious that people think, oh, we're supposed to go for Hajj therefore we're finding Allah at the Kaaba, and that's not the case. The reality is that Allah is a hidden treasure, but that you have to be sincere and that you have to have good character. And why is it that you don't have that love for Prophet? And that's when we begin to self-reflect and say, why I don't have that love? The only one who would block me from that love is the presence of shaitan. And if the presence of shaitan in his teachings and his fragrance and his characteristics and his food and from his fashion, whatever it is about shaitan around a person makes them to not draw near to Muhammadan Rasulullah because of the fear of that reality. So then we identify within ourselves that the only barrier between me and this reality is shaitan. And shaitan is not wanting me to draw close to Allah, which is the drawing close to the reality of Muhammadan Rasulullah. So we come to Islam and we enter into the holy precincts of the holy Kaaba and we feel to ourselves that, oh, we came and draw near to Allah, and this may be the first Hajj that you make, and maybe after subsequent years of training and realities that you realize that you enter into the holy precincts of the Kaaba, say, Ya Rabbi, I wish to find you, I wish to draw near to you. And Allah says that, I'm not on the heavens and I'm not on earth, I'm in the heart of my believer. And then one has to sit and contemplate that what Allah means by, I'm in the heart of my believer. Is He talking to me? No, because I can't be that believer, I barely have belief in myself and my practices. Allah is making reference to the only one whom He deems worthy of belief and true belief, the one whom is the created to be the custodian of the Holy Kaaba, Manzil al-Qur'an, which His holy heart was built with a light of truth that would reveal the tongue of the Divine, the presence of Allah. That's not something small. That Allah gives the honour to the most honourable one, the one whom will reveal my eternal book, my eternal speech which is not created. How that not created speech would be the gift to the heart of Sayyidina Muhammad. This is the immensity of that gift and that reality. And Allah begins to put within the heart of the servant that, I'm not in heavens and I'm not on earth, that go to my believer and you should find me in the presence of his heart. And as a result then the believer is pondering and thinking and begins to betake themselves to the presence of Madinah Munawwarah, where they find peace and tranquility, where they find an immense love and immense grace which they can't understand. That how was the state of energy in Mecca so busy and so chaotic, but when I enter into the holy precincts of Sayyidina Muhammad I feel the Divine presence. I feel the oceans of bliss and rahmah and mercy. I feel the kindness of the Divine embrace and everything that is fragrant and beatific. And the one whom ponders and takes their life through their heart and not their head, through their heart and not their head. That in every moment they ponder and seek the advice of their heart and begin to ask, Ya Rabbi, why I feel this in my heart when I enter into Madinah Munawwarah. And Allah again, I'm not in heavens and I'm not on earth, but I'm on the heart of my believer whom you're standing in his holy presence. And the one whom lives a life of tafakkur and contemplation begins to understand that this Rawza Sharif and this blessed soul and this blessed personality of Muhammadan Rasulullah's holy soul has a Divinely light from Allah's Divinely presence, always present in that love. And as a result of that gift, that love, that proximity, Allah has ordered for us, Inna Allahi wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu tasleema. And Allah has ordered for us to pray and praise upon the reality of this light and keep the company of this light if it's Allah that we love. And as a result this is the mirror of the Divine, the Presence. All those whom are seeking the reality of La ilaha illallah, they should be in the presence of Muhammadan Rasulullah. We pray that Allah open for us the immensities of these lights and these blessings, and that which within us of goodness, of grace to be brought out, and Allah to magnify that love and grant us from the realities of Hajj, the reality of the proximity and the closeness to Prophet, and that Allah grant us and complete His ni'mat upon us. Yansuruhullahu nasran azeeza, and that Allah support us with a mighty support. For anyone whom is upon Sirat al-Mustaqeem, then Allah's promises, I complete my ni'mat upon your soul, your reality, that you have achieved the greatest of gifts. And this is the gift of faith and love and proximity to the reality of Sayyidina Muhammad, which is the proximity and the nearness to Allah's Divinely Presence. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa wa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha. أشرف المرسلين. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.